Real Spill 601.
The movement involved some great and courageous people. Aaron Henry, Fannie Lou Hamer, so many people who every day took their lives in their hands to make Mississippi a better place. But they had to have lawyers likewise.
The changing of a society is a process that's glacial, whether we like it or not. Changing people's minds is an enormous undertaking.
Mississippi. It was the worst of the closed society.
There were so many things going on in Mississippi that were bad. If you could have seen the way black people were treated, it was just horrendous.
Our society is one based on the rule of law. That's how it's done in America. Lawyers were a helping role and a necessary role.
The primary responsibility of the national government was to protect fundamental rights, the rights of freedom and equality of the black people. And the national government wasn't moving.
Lawyers put real lives on the line.
I remember he was handling one case. He had received a telephone call saying, if you show up for court, we will kill you.
We must come to grips with the fact that while we are engaged in a battle to get an ultimate goal, it will take generations to do it.
Real Spill 601. Real Spill 601.
Yeah. This is real spill, real deal, knock out Holyfield. There's no kill bill, get real, we really on the field. Blood, sweat, and tears, steady spill as we make the real. And no blocking shots, we always hot like Harden with the steel. We gon' rebound like we build, catching bombs like sorry kill. Hard gonna make the meal, sticking by to give me chills. Upper echelon, who? Yuan, Lacey, Miles, and Phil. Just some dapper dons, having fun while speaking on the real. Ayy, real spill, get your news here. Yeah, we top tier. And we ain't got no fear. Hey, what you wanna see? We gon' be on your TV. Catch us Monday back to Monday, bringing news right to your seat. And you know how it be. Yeah, you know how it be. Catch us Monday with the live. We've been prepping since like 5. Or just catch us on the podcast. You'll find it a real surprise. Cause it's real spill, real deal. Knock out Holyfield. There's no kill bill. Get real, we really on the field. Blood, sweat, and tears, steady spill as we make the real. And no blocking shots, we always hot like Harden with the steel.
Hey, Phil, the marshmallows still gonna swell up, right?
We still talking about these marshmallows?
We still talking about it.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to hear that no more.
We gonna hear about it.
We're not.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay.
Hey guys, settle down. Let's save it for the show.
It's about to get real.
Real Spill 601.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite sports show, Real Spill 601. You have me, your host. Today's show is sponsored by EarthBlendCoffee.global. You can use the link in the description box to place your order now. Got with my guys, the regular crew.
Yes,
boy,
sir.
Real Spill Phil.
Real Spill, real deal. Knock out Holyfield. Come on. Shout out to my boy Danny J.
Yeah, shout out Danny J. Got my guy, Deon Lacey here.
I already know.
Got a lot of good talk to talk about, man. Got a lot didn't happen over this weekend. Great weekend of sports. We'll go ahead and dive right into the main thing. The NBA did its annual All-Star break weekend in Cleveland, Ohio. The highlight of the stars of the weekend were the dunk contest where Obi Toppin won the dunk contest, Karl Anthony Towns won the three-point contest, and Steph Curry won the MVP honors for the All-Star game as Team LeBron won the All-Star game. I want to ask you guys, what were your biggest takeaways of the NBA All-Star weekend?
Well, I'm gonna go first. I'm a shout out to my guy. I don't know him, Bubba Dub 94. The All-Star weekend was trash. It was trash for real. Going from the celebrity game on down. Celebrity game, you got no names in there. When has celebrity game been this list of no names? Are people that came hoop? Tiffany Haddish. They have Miles Garrett was the only one that I know can hoop.
The dude that won the MVP, he was straight up, but he wasn't
Jimmy Allen. Jimmy Allen can hoop, but the rest of these no names.
Quavo can hoop.
Quavo played horrible that game. But anyway,
like that though.
The Rising Stars game, that was really exciting a little bit. But let's go on into where everybody come to see, 3-point contest, dunk contest, and the actual All-Star game. The 3-point contest, we need to start having some bigger names back in general, in the All-Star game, in the 3-point and dunk contest. I know Karl Anthony Towns won, and he surprised me with how many shots he made in a row. They say he might be the best big man shooter ever. But he really opened my eyes on those 3-pointers he made and won. But let's get Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Devin Booker, Trae Young in the 3-point contest again.
Trae was in it though. I think there's some nice names in there.
There was some great names.
And look,
some sharpshooters.
But
some real sharpshooters.
Let's next year. First of all, can we have the All-Star game in Memphis, Tennessee, so I can attend? That's first of all. And can it be a great All-Star weekend? Let's go to a dunk contest. I can't stress this enough, bro. It was horrible. People dunking in Timbs. People dunking off the backboard into the hoop. It's a bunch of no-names. Even though Toppin, he won in college and in the NBA, kudos to him. But can we get some guys that's going to electrify the crowd? People is walking out the dunk contest because it was that bad. Right. Can we get some guys that are willing to dunk and willing to make things happen? Because this is the All-Star weekend. These guys came to pay their money to watch quality performances and not no trash crap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And kudos to Toppin, but it wasn't even exciting. I'm liking when Blake Griffin dunking over cars, Zach LaVine and Aaron going tip for tap for 50 points every game. These no names can't even hit 50. You know what I'm saying? They barely hitting 50. They ain't even creative no more. So let's get some guys like John Morant. No need, no legs, Zion Williamson in the dunk contest. Can LeBron get in there?
No knees, no legs, Zion.
Can LeBron get in the dunk contest? Can some guys get in the dunk contest? And the All-Star game, I actually pretty much liked it. You know what I'm saying? I like the format set up. It was a close game all throughout. And the charities and all that stuff. So the All-Star game I don't have no problem with. But the other two, big serious problem.
Hey man, for the first time ever, I'm gonna have to agree with you on a lot of this.
You always do.
LOL. Starting out with a 3-point shootout. Kudos to Karl Anthony Towns winning the 3-point contest, but there is no way. You got all these guards like Trae Young. Who else was in there? I don't even matter. There is no way we letting a big guy like Karl Anthony Towns win the 3-point shootout. So when you say we need some of the real 3-point shooters to come out, please, Steph Curry, Klay, D-Book, I feel like it's just no way.
Put Karl back in and get them guys.
There's just no way Karl Anthony Towns should be winning that. And granted, Trae Young was close. He almost won it, but still, I just don't see how Karl Anthony won that. Moving on with the dunk contest, the whole thing was born. It's not the same. It ain't been the same since Zach LaVine and Eric Gordon went toe-to-toe, going 50-50-50 every time. So That's I don't think that's gonna ever come back to how it used to be.
I think
unless we get guys like John Morant, Donovan Mitchell,
Zion, no knees.
Zion, he don't need to get in that. Zach LaVine, probably DeMar DeRozan. Y'all sleep. DeMar DeRozan can really get up there and do something too. Derrick Jones Jr., your guy that came from Miami. Let's get some guys that really know what they doing, because the guys that we got right now, I feel like they just picking from the rookie class. That's what it was.
Some scrub
teams. It was basically rookies out there, and then with the All-Star game, it was a tight knit battle. I feel like if Durant would have played, they would have won. Obviously, if Durant would have played, they would have won.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they had like 7 guys in double digits and still lost. So I just feel like Durant would have been there. That whole game would have changed. Kudos to Stephen Curry. As we know, he took that real personal when they started booing him. So he went and broke the record.
They booed him and his wife.
He went and broke the record with 16 threes. So he had a lot to say about that.
He had a lot.
He almost broke the record. He needed like 2 more points or 3 more points to break the record.
Hey, he already broke one. I think when he come to Cleveland now, from now on, he gonna show his butt every time.
Yeah.
Since they want to boo and do this and that, he got something for all that.
Well, yeah. So in totality, the whole weekend, honestly, in my opinion, wasn't good. It was trash. It stunk. It stunk.
Right.
I mean, the most memorable thing was probably the NBA 75, which we're gonna get into. But as far as just the All-Star weekend, I really wasn't too much enthused. But I have some caveats here. Mm-hmm. So with the dunk contest, yeah, it was trash. I ain't lying, it was trash. But in my opinion, I feel like some of the contestants, they just didn't live up to what they were supposed to do. Jalen Green, I'm not gonna lie, I've never been a supporter of Jalen Green anyway as a basketball player. Nothing personal. It's in the line. I think Jalen Green, I don't think he's that guy. I never thought he was that guy. I don't think he's that guy with the Rockets either. But you would think that, in my opinion, all Jalen Green can do is a high flyer. That's my opinion. I think he's just a high flyer. Mm-hmm. And he didn't show it. He didn't show it last Saturday night. He didn't show it Saturday night. So, yeah, but I'll say this. Obi had some good dunks, bro. Like I think the reason why is because everybody else was bored with everything else. People are kind of asleep. The stuff that Obi Toppin was doing, not too many guys doing that. Other than he did the Zach LaVine dunk over somebody. He put it between his legs, flying in the air, and dunked it. Who else doing that? The dunk Zach LaVine did against Aaron Gordon, where he put it behind his back from the side and dunked it. Obi did it over somebody.
It was boring though. It was boring. They're not going to do how he did it though.
All I'm saying is Obi just did. He did the exact dunk that Zach LaVine did. The crowd went crazy over, but he did it over somebody.
He ain't doing enthusiasm. It was just smooth.
It wasn't no enthusiasm. It's because everybody else was just down because of the rest of the play. Mm-hmm. Obi did a good job in the dunk contest. I'm not gonna let nobody say Obi didn't do good. I had Obi to win in the first place. But as far as just totality, everybody else, it was trash. I mean, Cole Anthony, I commend him for the Tim thing. I got it. I'm not gonna kill him for that one. I like that one kind of sort of because he dunked the Tim. I mean, it's Tim, and he's from New York, wore his dad's jersey. I'm gonna commend him for that one. Now for the rest of the play, then he stunk it up. And in my opinion, overall the dunk contest wasn't good. It wasn't good. But my thing is, I've just been hearing about all these incentives and doing that and bringing money into these guys to get them to do the dunk contest. It just happened to guys just being like, I want to be that guy. Right. And we were talking about like it's always rookies and stuff, but think about it. A lot of these times that the guys win are in the early part of their careers. When Michael Jordan won it, it was like in 80, 89, 90. Mm-hmm. He was still young. When Kobe won it, he was young. When John Wall won it, he was young. All these guys, when they won the dunk contest, were young when they did that. You don't really see too many people in their 30s and still getting after it trying to do the dunk contest. You don't really see that too often. So, I mean, my opinion is just the guys that they feel like they should, guys aren't hungry no more to build their name. At one point, it used to be like, if you want to be that guy and build your brand, you do the dunk contest. But nowadays, they're just not hungry like that no more. I don't know what to do incentive-wise. I feel like it shouldn't even be an incentive. But, hey, it is what it is. With the three-point contest, now, we got to remember this, though. Cat isn't the first big man to win the three-point contest.
Kevin Love
won it in the Timberwolves jersey against Stephen Curry and all those boys, too. So I commend Karl Anthony Towns for the three-point contest. I think it was pretty good. I watched it, and I'll say that was a pretty good. He shot lights out last round.
He did.
He shot lights out. I mean,
He trying to let people
you
know,
can't.
like, hey, I'm the man.
It'd have been different if he won with like a 20-21. Then I just say that basically all it was just kind of lower level. But I feel like all in all that the 3-point contest was pretty good in my opinion. I feel like Trey. I don't even think Trey does that sharp of a shooter in my opinion. So
what?
I don't.
He's still Ice Trey, man.
He's straight, but he's a career 35% 3-point shooter.
Ice Trey the game.
Wide open. I feel like he's supposed to do what he needs to do.
I never thought he was gonna be the best shooter in the world anyway. But all I'm saying is the 3-point contest was pretty good to me. Now the All-Star game, trash. I'm gonna say that was trash. I didn't. But what happened to back in the gap when guys really getting after it? Like they really getting after it.
They only do that the last quarter though.
No. I'm talking about getting after it from start to finish.
Right.
Back in the gap, guys used to be like, all right, we going at it toe to toe. I'm letting y'all boys know I ain't playing around. I ain't trying to be cute. I'm trying to win. They don't do that no more. And I don't know. I get what they trying to do with the excitement and bring fans to see dunks and threes. But man, in my opinion, there's no competition. I don't even really care. It don't seem like I don't really care. Like the 50-point performance that Curry did, it was amazing. But in my opinion, if it was a real competitive type game, it would have meant a lot more. And I mean, yeah. So like, even if he would have broke the record, I really wouldn't have gave him his props. I mean, Anthony Davis is a record holder with 52 points, even though it should have been Russ. Steve Kerr benched him in 2017. He had 47. Wow. I remember that game. Anyway, with the All-Star game, I really didn't like it. I feel like there's no competitiveness in the All-Star game at all no more. Just like with the with NFL. I feel like they don't even tackle no more.
Yeah, right.
That is crazy.
And I've never seen that.
That is crazy.
I remember
when a point, Devin Hester and guys like that, they coming down, knocking Glocks off.
Sean Taylor.
Yeah, Sean Taylor.
They
coming down,
punter now.
knocking Glocks off. They trying to make sure they put a statement out there. I'm that guy.
He's already off.
I want you to know, I'm that guy.
Right. This your last game. You might as well
I get the health and nutrition type stuff, but especially in the NFL, when the season is over, I say leave it out in the field.
Leave it all out there.
That's what I say.
Guess what now? This All-Star game for both NBA and NFL is turned into a social media project.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. I'm so tired of it, bro.
That's all it is.
We done became soft with this, bro, and it's really making me mad out here.
Bonus chick.
That now they don't even care who really comes to the All-Star or the Pro Bowl. It don't even matter who in it. Because it's going to be two antennas, it's going to be a whole lot of cameras and glamour.
That's all it is.
Asking
stars
questions.
Coming out.
They just want to see, like, John Morant, he had 6 points. All they did was a 360
Hey, hold on, let me quick. They ain't talking about John Morant should be in a dunk contest.
He should.
The dunks he did, they was ooh and I.
It was electrifying.
Weren't nothing on what Obi was doing when he was doing it, but between the legs,
John Morant's
360.
dunks was electrifying.
Those dunks would have got him tools in the dunk contest.
The third one, he almost would have made, that was going to be nasty.
But he didn't make it. That's all I'm saying.
The first two was his head was at the rim.
Okay, all the other
he did 360.
Look back at the dunk
from
contest.
half court.
Most of those guys dunks, their heads were at the rim. Even Jalen Green,
Even
when he
LeBron
get that regular tomahawk, his head was literally above the
Even
ring.
LeBron
Look at the
head at the rim, though.
That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new.
Even LeBron dunks was electrifying last night.
I just think it's just name brand, bro. That's all it is. Name brand.
Yeah, it's most definitely name brand.
Hype.
The guys,
John ain't into the dunk contest for a reason.
John will. I guarantee you will. He might win it. He might win it.
Going against the right people, he could.
He might win.
I still think that if he was to go against,
all I'm saying is, in-game dunkers aren't always treated as dunk contest winners. Only person we've seen like that is Blake Griffin and Zach LaVine. Aaron Gordon is really a dunk contest type guy. Aaron Gordon's not a good player. He's a dunk contest type guy. Vince Carter. It's not too many guys you see that's great in-game dunkers and dunk contest type guys. That's why a lot of stars don't go to the dunk contest, because they're not good at being creative.
Now that, I will say, you right on that one. Maybe that's why I ain't seen Donovan Mitchell get out there yet.
He did in college.
Donovan Mitchell did do it. I think he won it. Yeah, like 2-3 years ago. But today's show is sponsored by EarthBlendCoffee.global. You can use the link in the description box to place your order now. We'll be right back after the break.
Footprint Farms is a beautiful 68-acre vegetable and cattle farm located in Jackson, Mississippi, and is Mississippi's largest urban farm. The mission of Footprint Farms is to provide the community access to healthy food choices, introduce our youth to agriculture, and provide training and technical assistance to small farmers and ranchers. The farm is open to the public every Friday from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. to purchase fresh produce or visit us at the Mississippi Farmers Market located near the fairgrounds in February. We accept all forms of payment, including EBT and SNAP benefits. Looking for a beautiful venue for your next wedding, family reunion, or dinner? Footprint Farms offers a 3,000 square foot facility on 5 beautiful acres, perfect for your next event. For more information, visit our website at footprintfarms.com, Facebook and Instagram at Footprint Farms, or call us at 601-910-5534. Footprint Farms, farm fresh, city sweet.
Advertise on WeBelieve.global, a brand new digital media platform. Share your brand with our audience on our many global live stream TV broadcasts and over the radio. For more info, visit WeBelieve.global or call 800-492-5186, option 1.
Welcome back, everybody. Sticking to the NBA. The NBA celebrated its 75-year anniversary during the All-Star Game halftime show. The showcase displayed great players in Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Russell Westbrook. I want to ask you guys, do you still feel like the top 75 was correct?
For the most part, I will say it's correct. I feel like there could have been a couple guys that was supposed to make the top 75 that didn't make it.
Like who? So
and there was also, I feel that there were some guys that they had maybe too low, if you ask me. Starting off with Kevin Durant. They had Kevin Durant at 12.
Hey, okay.
Are you serious?
That's a good number.
That ain't a good number for KD.
That's a good number.
He's way better than number 12. I feel like, honestly and truly,
when you rain chase like him, that's a good number.
Honestly and truly, KD should be top 5. And no offense to the guys that I put
I can't give him top
KD.
5. Yeah, I can't give him top 5.
No, I can put him up.
He don't have enough. He don't have enough.
He did the easy way. That's why he belongs in the 12.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying.
When a guy go from team to team and win rings like that, he did the easy way. No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna act like that, because as you can see now, building a super team it's not easy.
Right.
Look at the Lakers. Look at the Nets. The big threes aren't easy. You got to commend guys. Look, the big three Celtics only got one out of that.
Right.
It's not just because it looked good and it looked like they fit in seamlessly. That's not just out of the blue. That takes hard work.
He belonged at 12.
No, he didn't.
But I feel like he should be at the cusp of top 10.
He at least if
12,
not top 5,
right there.
If not top 5, he should at least be top 8.
I can't get him at 12.
First, wait, time out. KD is probably one of the top 5 greatest scorers of all time, dog.
That's true, but
greatest scorer. But he can do it in this generation, and if you put him in the past generations, he can do the same thing, if not better.
That's BS.
He deserves it. And you put him at 12?
Good spot.
Are you serious?
You got to think about it.
No.
You got to think about it. He had 2 rings. 2 finals MVP, only got 1 MVP.
He got that crap. He sold out. And
it's a lot of guys that's ahead of him. They only got 1 MVP too. What? Name them.
Who was the?
They had Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain.
You gotta give him that.
You gotta give him that.
At 11 and 10, they had Shaq and Kobe.
And that's a dang good spot.
Kobe and KD need to go up some, bro.
Kobe, KD, and Shaq. Shaq should be up there a little
higher. But KD should not pass Kobe and Shaq. He should not pass him. I want you to say he should. I want you to say he should.
Honestly, I could.
You can't put
KD.
What? You serious?
No, sir.
Okay, all right.
He's not passing him to.
All right, okay, I'll let you have it. But next, now a guy I think that shouldn't have been on there. Damian Lillard. I feel like we all
he should have been on there.
Just say that.
He should have been on there.
All I'm gonna say is I don't think he should have made it.
Say that rep for me.
I'm gonna let Lacey go and give his little take.
You're right. He shouldn't have been on there. 75? No. And I'm a Damian Lillard guy. He shouldn't have been on there.
What?
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Damian Lillard
you said that Damian Lillard was washed.
At the time I said it.
Okay, then you can't back now.
I'm not backing down nothing. You on there? I ain't backing down nothing.
Stand on it. Stand on it.
I stand on it. At that time, he was washed up. At that time, and he proved me wrong. Constantly, time and time again.
It's
like I said,
every guy he say washed up, prove him wrong every time. Why is that?
They showed me something better. I can't knock it.
No, it's been there. You just ain't see it.
I saw with my own eyes. That's why I said we watched it at a time. That's why I said we watched it at a time. But hey, I don't see nothing wrong with that list. Of course, there's some guys that should have been on the list that ain't on the list, and that woulda, coulda, shoulda. But the list was fine. As long as my guys was in the top 10 or in the list, it was straight.
Who are your guys?
Michael Jordan was on the list. Kobe Bryant was on that list.
These are guys that we knew were going to be in the top 75.
The seeding, the ranking.
Who are your guys? Your real guys?
Your guys. Those are my real guys.
I've never heard you talk about Michael Jordan.
What?
I've never heard you talk about Michael Jordan.
Him.
Never.
That's cap.
Don't worry about it.
That's cap. But like I said, the list was practically fine, bro. They had the OGs, Elijah Run, Given. Right. They had Dominique Wilkins, Given, Isaiah Thomas, Given. They had a lot of OGs on there, and they had some up the part. Some names I didn't know it was before our time, like Pistol Pete, and these guys like that. But hey, all in all, they had the guys that was running the show in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and 200s. All the OGs that you know that was going clashing, they made the list. But the seeding can be, switched out, toss and turn and all that.
Right.
But all in all, as long as they had MJ2, I don't think LeBron should have been number 2. I think LeBron should have been he's in the top 5 for sure, but not number 2. I think he should have been like 4. But all in all, it is what it is. I know these LeBron jockers gonna have something to say. He shouldn't be number 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it a buck. But I'm gonna let Yuan go. It is what it is on that.
Yeah, I'm not a LeBron. I don't like LeBron either. Not as a person, just as a player. I don't like him as a player.
You know why I don't like him?
We just got a little beef. I'm a Heat fan, but I don't think it should have been 2 either. But as far as the top 75 list, if you really look into it, there's some holes. There's some holes into it. Like, first, my major problem, as Phil stated earlier, is Damian Lillard. I don't see why in the heck Damian Lillard's in the top 75.
Who took the 75 spot?
Huh?
Who took the spot?
I'm glad you asked. I can name at least 3 other guys that can take D. Lill's spot. First off, what does D. Lill have? No MVP, no rings. Just maybe what? One or two? Just one or two all NBAs?
He ain't got no scoring.
Nothing.
This is a 2K cover.
Nothing.
That's all he got.
Nothing. No accolades.
Right.
I'm trying to see what in the heck made them put D. Lill in the top 75. You could have put Dwight Howard in the top 75. 3-time defensive player of the year, 2-time leader in blocks, like a 9-10 times All-Star, and been to the NBA Finals appearance. Why in the heck is he not in the top 75? You could have put Klay Thompson in his spot.
For sure.
2-time champion.
For sure.
What are we talking about?
The hard way, not like the
and if we're going to do guys that ain't got rings, Tracy McGrady.
Thank you. That's what I would have put.
Dang, so should have put in there.
I don't see why Damian Lillard.
Did Vince Carter make the list?
Who?
Vince Carter make the list?
I don't think Vince Carter make it either. Nah,
it's too. I don't think he should have been on the list.
Vince Carter, you could.
If you pay for 20 years,
his prime fell off real
top
quick.
75, my guy.
What? Went to the NBA Finals. Won constantly dunk contests.
Top
he changed the
75.
game. He should have been on top 75.
Carter, top 75.
Yes.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
You're crazy.
He's not
you talking about real crazy right now? Him and T-Mac was tit for tat.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's prime. But it's longevity though. That's what I'm talking about with D. Lill.
And the Allen Iverson.
It's not like he's been either put his handprint on the NBA. I think the voters, when they made this list, they were real. What's the word I'm looking for? Just in the moment when they came to picking these guys, because D. Lill, there's no way in. I don't even want to say the word I want to say. No way in this head that he should be in there.
And look,
straight up.
All he got is a couple buzzer beaters. That's it.
That's it.
But in his prime, Vince Carter was in that era with Allen Iverson and Kobe.
Yes, in his prime.
And T-Mac.
But his prime was not as long as
Penny Hardaway. That era.
His prime was not as long as
his prime. He belongs in this stuff.
His prime was not as long as the other guys. Once he left the Nets.
What?
It wasn't.
Raptors and Nets? That's
it. Kobe was still Kobe when he went to Orlando.
He was the Phoenix.
Kobe was still,
what you mean?
Phoenix. He was not the same guy. Stop it.
Man. All right.
Man, what?
You said he was the same guy.
Man, what?
Shooting threes like a monster.
Bro, you see it?
He was a role player.
Man,
He
watch your
was a
highlights.
role player. After the Nets, he was a role player. He was nothing but a role player. That's it.
Nothing else. He belong in that 75.
No, he don't. No, he don't.
Vince Carter?
No, he don't. No,
I'm
he
just being
don't.
honest. I like Vince Carter, but he does not deserve.
He a motorcycle, but not today. Not in top 75.
No, Tracy McGrady deserves it way more than Vince Carter.
No need McGrady. What? I would have put Joe Johnson in there
Let
before
the
him.
league score.
Whoa! Are you serious?
I said it.
Tracy McGrady?
I would have put Joe Johnson in there.
Joe Johnson over Tracy McGrady.
Yes.
What is Joe Johnson
He's smoking
done?
crack, man.
No, what has he done? What has he done? Come on.
What?
What has he done?
Bruh, how can you Atlanta?
What has he done?
What has he done?
Went to the playoffs time and time again.
Tracy McGrady went to the playoffs time and time again.
Yeah, I mean, what you expect? What?
He went to Orlando too. He went to Orlando too, and he led the league in scoring.
And he was that
Had
million
Joe Johnson.
played for
Had Joe
Orlando.
Johnson.
You could have put Gilbert Arenas in that mud. You could have.
Gilbert Arenas over who? Tracy?
Damian Lillard.
Gilbert Arenas.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
You are just talking out of your side of your neck. You're talking out of the side of your neck, man.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
All I'm gonna say is,
man.
all I'm gonna say is, now with the ranking, I had one problem for sure though with the ranking. I seen
He was the
D-Wade.
highest paid at one point. What you mean? He started
His agent,
players.
no,
like
his agent finessed the Wizards.
Gilbert
What
Arenas.
what
At
is
one
the
point, he was averaging like he was scoring like 40 or 50 points a game.
He got
At time
hurt.
and time
He had
out.
one good season. If you ask me, he had one good season.
I ain't gonna say
And
this,
then
say that, though.
He
Gilbert
blew,
was cold.
no, he blew the series they were supposed to win against Cleveland.
He did blow that. He did blow
He
that.
missed
He
two
blew
free
it. He blew
throws
that one. He blew
to
that one.
lose the series.
But
Your boy Gilbert that you putting over Damian Lillard and Tracy McGrady. You talking out of here, man. You talking out of here.
But this is what I'm gonna say though.
boys
I
come
had
back
one
with that
problem. I had one problem with this was with Dwayne Wade was ranked 30, and I mean I really wish I really will put D-Wade really top 25. But the only thing that I really had a problem with was the gentleman they had right in front of him, his friend Chris Paul. Why in the heck is Chris Paul in front of Dwayne Wade? I mean, I like Chris Paul. Chris Paul was when D-Wade was my favorite player. Chris Paul is my second favorite player throughout the early years of me watching basketball. But why is Chris Paul? He ain't got no rings, no hardware, nothing. D-Wade has NBA Finals MVP, 3 rings, the all-time leader guards and blocks. All defensive teams and all NBAs. I'm just kind of getting here confused right quick. I feel like once again we bring prisoners of the moment. We saw Chris Paul in his first finals, and I ain't thinking he that guy. No, he's good. Chris Paul's great, arguably top 5 all-time point guard. But to have him ranked 29 and he ain't got no hardware. I mean, what did that say though? He does better with the knock on Chris Paul is he does better with younger talent than with stars.
It's probably because he's still in the league.
But that don't mean nothing. It don't matter what. Only thing that for me to make him jump up is if he gets an MVP or a finals ring. That's it. Ain't nothing else that can change that. I mean, for him to be 29, I don't see it. And I don't even have Chris Paul over Russell Westbrook.
They got Melo in there, man.
Now that's an argument.
I don't even have him over Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook MVP, 4-time triple-double in the season. Average triple-double in the season. I don't think people grasp how hard that is to do.
Come on. No, keep talking about Russell because
I'm trying to see. He's been to a finals.
Right.
Been to multiple Western Conference finals. That's what people forget. They think he just a loser. He's been winning.
And he did a couple of them where it was just him and a couple other role players.
Led the league in
not
scoring.
Superstar, role player guys.
He's the only player to lead the league in scoring and in assists twice. He did that twice, both times.
And both times he did that, he averaged a triple-double.
Only player in the league.
I really get tired.
Only player in the league to put 24 assists and 20 rebounds.
I really get
Do
tired.
I need to go on?
Just ride him like that. Just ride him like that.
What do you mean?
What
do you mean? We calling out facts.
He's just an average player to me.
He's just an average player. Hold on, no. How is he average? What makes him average?
I mean, okay, he get triple-double time in, time out. Okay, but he's still turnover prone easily. He don't have a dang jump shot to save his life. He don't. He can't shoot a three consistently. And you can go with all these analytics and statistics and stuff. But I'm just saying facts.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say facts. I'm gonna say facts. So you talking about stars that don't have jump shots, so they not average.
He just a slasher.
Okay. So what the heck was Shaq? What was Shaq? Was he a slasher?
He was a grown man in the paint.
Okay, was he a shooter? Just yes or no? Was he a shooter? Is Giannis really a shooter? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
He's a slasher.
Oh, okay.
He's a slasher.
Okay. Was Magic Johnson a shooter?
What? Magic Johnson a shooter. He can go to the rim and he's sitting on it.
Bingo.
Bingo. Just because he can't shoot don't mean that he great. Stop that.
He can shoot a little bit.
Stop that. It's people like
he can shoot better than rest. He can shoot better than rest.
Are you serious?
I'm dang serious.
Bro, you are talking out of the side of your neck.
I am not.
Bro,
Magic Johnson shoot way better than Russell Westbrook.
No, he couldn't.
Are you serious,
No,
bro?
he couldn't.
What?
Bro, Magic Johnson probably averaged over his career maybe at most 16 points a game.
He won a shooter.
Bro, at most 16 points a game, bro. He
But
was not that guy that you look for the number one.
I know who was in the top 25. Rudy Gay.
Oh, yeah, you dog, right?
He ain't gonna be on top 100. He gonna be on top 125. And he gonna be on top 150.
He might make it to 200. Dead serious. Rudy Gay. Who you got? Who you got? Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay. Rudy right now.
Rudy.
No.
Rudy Gay, no, he'll never make it. But you'll classify him in the same level as Vince Carter, though. Oh, he quiet now.
Man, they will.
Are you serious?
No, you're right. They're both role players. They both became role players.
What?
They're role players.
No.
Prime was short and became role players.
I put Rudy.
Right.
I put Rudy in there with PG.
Rudy Gay had about 2 good years.
I put Rudy in there with PG. I put Rudy in there with Paul George. I put Rudy in there with Paul George.
Today's show is sponsored by EarthBladeCoffee.global. Use the link in the description box to place your order now. We'll be back after the break. You crazy.
You crazy, what?
SGECOVIDsolutions.com is paving the way forward for a safer city government delivering cutting-edge biosecurity and biosafety protocols developed internationally by top virologists and scientists using an all-natural cleaning solution, killing COVID-19 on contact like no other product on the international market. For more information, please call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at SGECOVIDsolutions.com. Let SGECOVIDsolutions.com provide innovative rapid facilities testing and world-class state-of-the-art biorisk safety protocols for all of your coronavirus needs. Call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at SGECOVIDsolutions.com. SocratesGarrettENT.com is a diversified firm specializing in recycled aggregates and crushed concrete. SocratesGarrettENT.com's recycled materials provide the construction industry with significant economic and environmental benefits by recycling clean concrete rubble into MDOT grade rock materials. Recycled aggregates and crushed concrete can be applied to driveways, road construction, bank protection, parking lots, general bulk fills, and more. By using SocratesGarrettENT.com's crushed concrete products, anyone from homeowners to general contractors can help reduce landfilled concrete waste, conserve natural resources, and gain significant economic savings on materials and disposal costs. For more information, please call 601-896-0084 or visit us online at SocratesGarrettENT.com.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe.global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at WeBelieve.global.
You first.
Welcome back, everybody. We just got Lacey drug tested real quick, so hopefully the test come back in because he on that stuff right now.
I ain't on nothing, bro. I got family members watching this, so watch what you say. That's you.
He on that stuff.
That's you, man.
Now,
That's you.
moving on. We're going to move on to college basketball. The Michigan Wolverines and Wisconsin Badgers got into a scuffle after the end of the basketball game where the Badgers were victorious. The scuffle led to former Fab Five member and coach Yuan Howard striking the coach of the Wisconsin Badgers. I want to ask you guys, what do you feel the repercussions should be for both teams after the scuffle?
Well, ESPN just stated that he got suspended 5 games, which is I'm glad that Michigan didn't take his job because let's just keep in mind here. Juwan Howard is an OG in the game. He played for, well, he didn't play. He played for a good 5 years. He rolled the pine, got paychecks after paychecks for like 15 minutes.
First you uplift him, then you down him.
I'm just gonna keep it real.
Wow.
He was a star for Fab Five. Don't get me wrong, but then he just rolled the bitch, went with the Heats, and just got rings and paychecks. So he is a menace of the game, and he know what he's doing. So Juwan Howard, what in your right mind? He kind of them light skinned brothers, man. They kind of crazy in the head. I'm just gonna be real. What in your right mind? You going to Madison, Wisconsin? Madison, Wisconsin, you guys. Keep in mind, Wisconsin is Wisconsin. You going to West? You going there? I'm just saying, you going there? You got their butts whooped. They got their butts handed to. They lost like 77-63. Yeah. In Madison, Wisconsin, hostile environment. Environment not like ours. So he went there, and then he was doing right. He just shook their hands, and he was gonna be gone. Right. But the head coach of Wisconsin kept trying him. He told him, "Get out of my face." And he kept on touching him. And if a brother touched me and I tell you get out my face and you touch him again, I'm going to put my hands on him like he did. So he had it right.
So you saying you was in this situation, you do the same thing?
I don't want no harm. He said, get out my face. I want to shake your hand and go back.
Once he kept staying there, you smacked him too.
What? I would have smacked him harder. But he smacked him in my face and he did right. And then they retaliated but thank goodness he wasn't the head coach. He was the assistant coach, but he wasn't the head coach. But he just said, chill. He didn't want to get a job. He got to represent Michigan. I said that he represent Michigan in the Big 12, Big 10. So all said and done, and these guys from Wisconsin, teammates, scrubs at that saying, I'm riding for my brothers, and they not riding at all. Everybody from Michigan ready to jack. You know what I'm saying? These, I'm going to say it, prep boys from Wisconsin wasn't riding for their coach. They wasn't riding at all. They let the guy from Michigan, be a grown man, and everybody else from Michigan being a grown man, and these prep boys ain't doing nothing because they didn't want to get in trouble. But all said and done, I'm glad that Juwan Howard not getting in trouble. 5 games is a slap on the wrist, and I'm glad. And the Wisconsin coach, he should be suspended 1 or 2 games too, cause he started it, man. So all said and done, I'm glad he's not getting fired, and this should be a lesson learned that you don't need to do stuff, cause the eyes is on everybody, man. Mm-hmm. So this should be a lesson, Juwan. He gonna see when that pay drop, he getting paid on 5 games. I gotta keep my cool, shake hands, going back to Ann Arbor, cause people ain't on your side, man. For real.
Well, first off, let's just get this out the way. This ain't Coach Howard's first time getting in a little altercation. You know what I'm saying? He's done this multiple times, and now that he's getting this 5-game suspension, I don't even think this is a slap on the wrist. I think he's used to it. They'd giving him a little pay cut, a fine, or now they going to suspension. The next thing is they probably gonna kick him off the team.
So you feel like because most of the case that he really should have been fired.
Honest, I'm not gonna say fired, but
you feel like really that really ain't gonna do
the 5 suspensions. I don't think it's gonna do nothing because it's just for the regular season. After that, they got March Madness, and I
don't think Michigan going to March Madness this
year. They gonna go.
Well, they might have a chance. They might have a chance.
I don't think so.
It's just like Penny Hardaway in Memphis. They gonna go. They got enough key wins. They gonna go to March Madness.
They gotta
make a run. They
have to win these last 5 though, and the tournament.
They have to win. They have to win
the last 5 in the tournament.
They'll last 4
years. And see, this is the thing. This right here, him fighting, is very detrimental to Michigan. Now they in a bad spot.
They're already in a bad spot.
They're already in a bad spot, but now they in an even worse spot. The assistant coach got to take over. I don't know how good of the assistant coach going to do with this.
Yeah.
And then the tournament with the Big Ten, it's a lot of teams that's way better than Michigan right now.
That's a lot.
So they got to work their butt off just to get to the March Madness tournament.
Right.
So this is going to be a hard road. I feel like the reason that the fight started, they were up 77-63, and Wisconsin called a timeout with 4 seconds left. That's why he was mad.
Slap in the face.
Okay, hey, he did it. You got to take that.
What happened to sportsmanship, man?
Oh, but understand this.
Class.
He took the timeout. Okay, granted. But you got to remember, you on national television. You got to be professional. You can't be out here showing your butt. And like he said, you're in Madison, Wisconsin, so you know they looking at you, right?
Right.
So
hey,
you doing
everything with Madison, they looking at you.
and so you doing all this. That says a lot. And then you get up, you get to shaking hands, and you see him, and as soon as he put your hand on you, he lightly grabbed him like this and stopped him. Now he didn't push him, he didn't shove him. He put his hand on his chest and just tried to stop him because it looked like Cole Howard wasn't trying to hear it.
Right.
That's really what happened.
Right.
As soon as he did that, he threw a temper tantrum, got mad, started yelling. Nah, they holding him back. Luckily, he tall enough that he can, use that right hand, slapped him across the head.
Yeah.
And after that, it was a wrap. Cause y'all sleep. The Michigan team, they were throwing some hands.
They had some riders. Like I said, they had some riders.
Wisconsin maybe had like 1 or 2 guys that were trying to fight. They seen how many guys
prep boys,
Michigan had.
Them prep boys wasn't riding. Them prep boys were not riding. They were ready to celebrate.
I mean, and like you said with the Wisconsin coach, I feel like the assistant coach, he at least should get suspended.
And the head coach.
He should get suspended at least 1 game.
Him and the head coach.
It seemed like it was a one-sided thing with Michigan, but all in all, Coach Howard, you got to do a better job. I feel like if Michigan don't make it to the March Madness tournament, this might be his last year, guys.
Nah.
But Coach Howard gotta be like, man, he gotta have that mentality like you've been here before.
I'll say this, okay. As far as regarding his job, I never thought he should have been fired in the first place. I already knew. First off, you got to think about it. Juwan Howard. He has a real nice, tight knit bond with Michael Jordan, and Michigan is a big sponsored by Jordan brand. So I knew he wasn't gonna get fired. As far as just the totality of it, you gotta be disappointed in Juwan Howard for losing his cool. But just as far as suspension games goes wise, Greg Ward, the coach of the Wisconsin Badgers, should have been suspended. First off, you already saw that Juwan Howard was really done. He wasn't trying to do any communication, no handshakes. He's trying to go ahead and go about his business. You can't stop a man in his motion. And then this is one thing that I always say: you can never tell a man how he gonna react. You can never, no matter what that case may be, you can never tell a man how to react, regardless of whatever that situation may be. You can never tell a man how to react. And so he not only did he stop him once, he did it again and put both hands on him.
See, I didn't even
see. That's where you got me bent. I understand that, but see what Juwan should do is just get his hands off him. Keep it pushed.
Right.
Like, once he, get the ground, just move him off. Now the slap, I'm pretty sure he knew once he did it.
Yeah.
He knew it was gonna be all over everywhere. But in regards to just him, I feel like 3 games suspension. That was my feel on it. But 5 games for the rest of the regular, I can approve of that. I feel like Greg Ward should see a 3-game suspension then. I feel like he took place into that.
He antagonized it.
And with Juwan Howard, they need what Michigan needs to go over these 5-game stretch is put him in anger management.
Yes.
I'm being dead serious.
Yes,
he has anger management problems.
He does.
So you need to go ahead and he needs to sign up, take the anger management program. If he says no or whatever else you guys do to help attribute to him from not losing his cool anymore during games, then he got to leave. Because he's not willing to work on himself.
Right.
But we know Juwan Howard knows X and O's, knows basketball.
He knows
so as far as, them giving chance after chance, is really because of his pedigree and his name. But as far as in totality, though, I think at this point, college basketball should probably stop the handshake, the sportsman handshake after the end of the game. Because this isn't the first time. Yeah. Not only with just them, North Dakota earlier this week got into a full-out brawl after the game.
Shoot, Mo Williams in Alabama State got into it, FAMU.
It's getting to a point where
these high echelon coaches are getting into it.
These kids are. I mean, I know that they probably, I know if I was a college guy and we just got done putting that thing on you, I'm gonna let you hear about it. That's just who I am.
You right.
I'm gonna let you hear about it.
You right.
But apparently these coaches can't seem to hold their cool.
And they want to do it to their face.
On the other side though is this: if you can't control yourself into where you have to put physical hands on people over, a basketball game or things like that, coach high school, coach junior high. You're playing, especially in these Big Ten, SEC schools where you're getting paid not 6 but 7-figure checks. You're arguably the highest paid in your state. got more control over personnel than anything in your city and state. It's a lot of power that comes with being a college coach. College coaches hold a lot of power, whether it be football or basketball. So that's why it comes with the responsibility. That 7-figure check ain't just for you coaching. It's for imaging, appeal, and being a people man to the crowd. You can't just be out here doing your own thing, losing reckless abandon of yourself, and letting yourself go like it's just you. Because once you getting paid that 7-figure check,
it ain't just about you no more.
That emblem you have on your chest, you're representing a whole bunch more.
The country.
And you can't just be out here making headlines, especially Juan Howard. Come on, man. We can't be out here making headlines over stuff like this, especially in situations, because they're going to turn it into a black and blue type situation, and we ain't trying to do that.
Right.
But as far as this is suspension, I feel like that was pretty fair as him getting 5 games. I feel like Greg Ward needs to get suspended. I just don't feel like it's right for him not to be suspended scotch-free. I feel like he really is scared of the situation. Yes, Juwan lost his cool, but all in all, if Greg did not stop him, we wouldn't even have this conversation.
Right. The first thing is don't put your hands on me, bro. Like I'm walking, you see I'm mad. You the opposite coach. You see I'm not really trying to hear. Don't try to stop me. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
Don't boost it up. Yeah.
We don't have nothing to talk about, and you over here trying to instigate it and not. And the second time, I didn't even know he put the second time.
Yeah, he stopped him again.
He stopped him again. So that means Juwan tried to say, "Look, I'm not trying to do this." He's like, "No."
See, Juwan told him you gonna regret that because he told him about that timeout. He didn't like that. He said you gonna regret that when he put his finger like that. And then Greg still was like,
right.
And so then that's when they start kind of people came in. Then Juwan.
And see the one thing about it, if the coach gets involved in a scuffle like that, you gotta know that your team, which is the students that play for you, they gonna get involved because they gonna ride for the coach now.
I mean, yeah.
If he was my coach, I'm riding.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Look, Wisconsin went riding like that.
I'm riding.
Like
I'm gonna ride behind my coach regardless, right?
Michigan was riding.
Michigan was ready to bang. We've seen it.
We gonna talk about that. We've seen it before. Hey, look, you gonna ride for if your coach ride for you, you gonna ride for your coach.
Shout out to Murray, Pittsburgh.
You gonna ride for your coach.
Pittsburgh.
And so I don't see no problem with it, but you gotta know that if you gonna do something like that, there's gonna be a lot more people that's gonna come behind you.
It's a lot of repercussions that come.
A lot of repercussions.
And we're lucky to get as ugly as we've seen it get ugly. Because it can get way worse
than what happened. I don't even think some guys got hit. I think they was just swinging. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you gotta ride for your team, man.
Right.
And if you some woulda, coulda, shouldas ain't gonna ride, they're gonna be like, you want to talk about it later on social media. If you know you ain't ride, everybody can see the film.
Everybody saw it.
A lot of guys in here know way too well. It gets put on the film now.
You
get put on that film now. You gonna get put on TV.
They gonna talk about it now. They gonna talk
Whether you bag it up or not.
Yeah.
Bag it up or not.
If you jugging and jiving and all that, you gonna see.
Don't jug and jive. You better throw one back.
For real. It better not be no fake half stepping either.
Oh, please don't fake half.
Can't half stepping that, man.
You right though, man.
A little shove ain't gonna do it.
You are right.
You gotta come a little harder on that.
Yeah, you gotta come a little harder, man.
Please come a little harder, man.
The Somerville, man.
No fake handout, man.
Shout out to Somerville, man.
That wasn't him. Shout out to New Jerusalem, man.
Oh. Man, y'all funny, man.
Oh. But today's show is sponsored by EarthBlendCoffee.global. You can use a link in the description box to place your order now. We'll be back after the break. We will be talking about Jackson State versus Alcorn this past Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Man, was that a game. See you guys after the break.
Cannabis Premium Dispensary is providing community health and wellness through CBD and Delta 8. Both CBD and Delta 8 provide an array of health benefits, aiding in appetite, sleep, anxiety, depression, chronic pain, and more. New Cannabis Premium Dispensary provides a variety of CBD and Delta 8 products, including gummies, candies, pre-rolls, pain creams, isolate drops, cartridge pens, and so much more. To learn more about New Cannabis products or to place an order, please call or text 415-465-9292 or visit us online at newcannabis.com and follow us on Instagram at newcannabisjackson.
Advertise on WeBelieve.global, a brand new digital media platform. Share your brand with our audience on our many global live stream TV broadcasts and over the radio. For more info, visit WeBelieve.global or call 800-492-5186, option 1.
Welcome back, everybody. As you guys know, I like to finish off every show with an HBCU topic. Going in down to Lawrence, Mississippi, Alcorn men's basketball team hosted Jackson State this past Saturday. The Braves ended up edging out Jackson State by 1 as the final score was 61-60. I want to ask you guys, were you surprised Alcorn beat Jackson State?
Well, first off, man, like I said last week, when you come down that stretch, it ain't no turning back. And I'm gonna be honest, it was a hard fought battle the whole way until that fourth quarter, man. Fourth quarter, it seemed like Jackson State seems to break apart. I don't know what it is, but they go. I actually do know what it is. They go one dimensional. Whoever's the high scorer for the team,
he get ISO.
They give him the ISO, and that's what they did.
That's typical Coach Brent. We seen that with Malik Moore.
They had a freshman. What's his name? Ken Earns or something like that. He had 26. Yeah, 26.
Right.
They tried to feed him the whole fourth quarter. Didn't work. Let Alcorn come back, and it came down to clutch free throws. It was a foul closely at the end that could have went either way. They gave it to Alcorn. They let the center, Dre Agnew, he hit 2 clutch free throws. He had a horrible game, if you ask me, before those 2 free throws.
Right.
But he ended up making it, what came to be 61-60. So kudos to those guys, man. They really came together. I feel like Alcorn, they really can make a push, guys. They really can make a push to win the SWAC this year. Because what y'all didn't know is Alcorn had 3 guys in double digits. All of them guards. All of them. We had Keandre Montgomery. He finished with 15-4. Byron Joshua, point guard. He finished with 11-8-1. Then Dominic Bruton, he been there already. He had 14-8-3. A dog. Fourth quarter, that's who they were giving the ball to. That's where he got his 14 from in the fourth quarter. Well, second half, fourth quarter, same thing if you ask me. When they needed a point, Dominic Bruton got it done. I got to give it to that man, bro. They can go a long way, especially when they get Henry, the senior center. When they get him back, I think when tournament time comes, it's going to be a rude awakening for a lot of teams.
Hey, Alcorn is really waking up some people's eyes, man. Kudos to the coach. He's doing a darn good job, and he's really changing the surface of Alcorn basketball because the last coach, I'm sorry, was holding back. The last coach of Alcorn was holding back, and I'm glad he's out of there. And all he was known for just wearing suits. He wasn't doing too much coaching. The new coach, he put his foot down. He got a prep. He got a plan. Because we knew he was a good coach when he coached at Prairie View. And now he transitioned to Alcorn. He turned us to believers. And I'm happy with it. Especially beating Jackson State, and we edged them. And we won a series against them boys. Yeah.
Sweet. Y'all finished in football, but guess what we got? Got y'all in basketball.
The Bruins came out of Alcorn, and we know the girls' game was the girls' game. It was expected, you know. Coach Reed, hey, coach of the year always, and the girls always. But the basketball team, kudos to Alcorn, man. 61-60. That was a grinded out game. I told you the atmosphere was gonna be loving. Everybody turned out and showed up. Continue to come to these home games because we got some more because we winning now. And you know, now Jackson State, man, Coach Brent is Coach Brent in the hot seat? Is he on the hot seat?
You tell me.
You tell us. What do you think?
You think he in the hot seat?
Let's just say Coach Brent in the past.
Keep it stacked now.
I'm keeping it stacked. Coach Brent in the past been doing a darn good job. You know what I'm saying? With winning games. with COVID issues, and then he lost the SWAC championship. Now he got the team. He just can't put it all together right now. I'm gonna say this: the cup is getting boiling. They're boiling, getting ready.
Oh no! I got a better phrase. The marshmallows starting to swell up for Coach Brent. What you think,
Coach Brent? I'm sorry to say the marshmallows starting to swell up a little bit. Like it's boiling. We're getting ready to make some sweet tea now.
Yeah,
it's boiling the pot. But because I'm no firsthand, it's some alumni that's not pleased right now. They're upset that they winning everything else, and the boys basketball team can't put it together. You know what I'm saying? It's some guys that hot, and I know Coach Brent is a legend around Jackson. But it's some people that's saying they want a new surface change around there, and I'm not quick to say that right now because he's a darn good coach, but just know. It's boiling now. It's bubbling up. Okay. And he keep losing against teams that he ain't supposed to lose to. I'm just gonna keep it buck. Ain't supposed to lose to. Oh, just they ain't quick to pull that trigger now. They gonna get you out of there. You got your extension and all that, but they quick to rip it up and throw it away. So that's my take on that.
I heard you, brother.
Was I surprised? Just a little bit. I was a little surprised. If you watched last show, I was the one guy that picked Jackson State to win it, and I put my faith in Jackson State, and then y'all just blow it, man. I mean,
at the end, they blowed it right at the end.
You watched that game, you really from the first I don't even pass the first half. I want to say 3/4 of the game because they don't have 3/4. 3/4 of the game. Jackson State was in command and should have won that game
the whole time.
You watched the first 3/4 of the game, you would think that they would have won that game, but they didn't. They blew it. And yes, like Phil said, they resorted really more so into ISO type ball at the end. And maybe that is because of Coach Brent's coaching style. He's used to that one guy. I mean,
don't get his.
It's a question. I will say this real quick about Coach Brent. I think first of all, I don't think he's that really on a high seat. I think it's going to be some pressure coming up next year for sure. But I don't think that they're not going to ship him out this year. They're going to probably see where it goes because they still kind of in the middle of the pack of the division and like they just feel all the way off.
That's why I said it's boiling right now.
And the reason why I picked them was because they were on like a 3-game winning streak.
Right.
They had just won 3 straight games. That's why I picked them. I had them going pretty high, and Alcorn we were kind of teetering. We were winning and losing here and there.
We had 1-2, and then we just lost.
And so I was just kind of feeling like that Jackson State would keep that momentum and win when they came down to Alcorn, but they lost 61-60, blew the lead. Up as high as I want to say 9. But as far as just totality though, Alcorn they're gonna be scary when it comes to tournament. I don't think that honestly, I really feel like nobody wants to see them first round, second round. That's gonna be a team where you're gonna have to really fight to win that. You're gonna have to earn that W.
And I just want to put this out here. Alcorn did not have a full team when they beat Jackson State.
Exactly.
They haven't been full the last 5 games. It's been, I think it might have been a couple of COVID issues. That's why we haven't seen Henry as of late.
Exactly. And so I feel like that Alcorn moving forward is going to be a scary out. It's going to be a scary out for a lot of these SWAC schools. Hey, they're going to make some noise. I do not see a first round exit out of those guys. Right. Jackson State, well, I don't know. They might need to be worried.
First round exit.
I'm not saying first round exit.
I'm not saying that. Probably second round.
But they need to make sure they don't get put out first round. If Coach Brent lets them boys get put out first round, then it's gonna be some hot seat then. It's gonna be probably hot seat then though. Now, as far as just the play style, I do have one question though with Coach Brent. Can he be more so successful without the likes of superstar talent type when it comes to that level? He had Malik Newman. We all know what he represents. We all know what type of guy he was.
He had him.
We spent time I'm pretty sure, at least once or twice, an in-game game where we seen what Malik Newman was doing. I mean,
he helped a lot.
I mean, it's not too hard to coach that, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? In high school, it is.
In high school, it's way different than college.
Yeah, high school, I feel like, hey, it's your show. Do what you gotta do.
Give me this dub.
Exactly.
That's exactly what Malik did.
That's just my opinion.
Don't lie. Hey, that's what happened.
I feel you, but I think that coach. I think he is a pretty good coach. But like I said, with those SEC school jobs, it's the same way when it comes to these universities. Maybe not 7, maybe 6-figure type. I'm not a guy to count nobody pockets, but it comes responsibility with those jobs.
Right.
Regardless of the name, the legend that he has, the representation that he's put in this city, he's going to be held accountable.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it has to be with Jackson State. But as far as Alcorn, again, I have to commend the coaching staff because they had those guys fighting from start to finish. Any young as we really are. Alcorn's really a young team.
They are really young.
But a young, weak-minded team would have lost that game. A young, weak-minded team would have lost that game. Mm-hmm. But a team that's close-knit, as you can see, mentally tough, they are going to find a way to fight through that win and get the win. Like I stated earlier when we talked about them being first place in the division. Like, as you see in their games, it's not just one guy that they riding on. It's a multiple team effort, and they dig in and they just play ball. I think they just play ball.
They out there getting to it on defense as well. They're not just on the offensive side.
Exactly.
Defense, they are playing ball, and at any moment, the head coach for Alcorn, he can call up. I can count 5 on my hand right now. He can call up one at a time and say, "Hey, we need a bucket right now."
Yeah,
in
no,
this game.
they got multiple guys that they can go get them.
And when you got a team like that you can just depend on anybody, it's gonna work.
He gotta play
It's
it out.
gonna
He gotta
work.
play it out evenly, bro. He got the mindset. He got the guys that can go get buckets, go play defense. He got the it factor in them guys. Like it's not one person. Anybody can get a bucket
right
time in, time out, and they built that chemistry that, hey, I don't have to get mine. I can dish out to somebody else to get theirs.
Exactly.
You know, vice versa.
And they don't mind sharing that ball
Right.
either, man. They don't mind sharing it. So with all that put in one,
it ain't no one star. You know, it's a collective album. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes Alcorn so tough to beat.
You right.
But real quick. Also that Saturday, our girls got thrashed again. Lost by 20-21. And I feel like Lacey, he alluded to this some shows earlier, but man, we are trash.
At least we was winning with our old coach.
Alcorn girls, like I know this is nothing personal to anybody. Don't take this personally to the girls that's playing.
What are they doing?
Coach and staff. But my God, what are we doing out there? We look trash. It don't like there's no accountability with the girls. The girls program has been trash for multiple years.
With the old coach. But before season, they were riding the bikes everywhere. I bet they driving their cars now. It ain't the move. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be real. Because the old coach, you wasn't driving your car. You ride your bike. You ride your bike everywhere.
It just
are they in shape or what? They can't put up. Are they averaging 40-some points?
I don't know what it is. It seems like there's no accountability in that girls program. It's like we're gonna do willy-nilly, let them recruit willy-nilly. We have got to do better.
People are leaving. I don't know. I don't understand.
We want to see the girls do better.
And alluding to that, we're losing Alcorn. We're losing admission of students. Recruiting is on a low. Things like this are important. When the girls team has been sorry for 3 to 4 plus years,
they haven't been good since
that plays a factor.
You right.
That plays a factor. If we sorry, nobody want to go there.
You right.
So regardless if it's soccer, tennis, golf, put some responsibility onto these higher ups and push them to do something good. I'm tired of us being sorry, girls being sorry.
I'm most definitely tired of it. Because if the boys can do it, the girls can do the same thing.
Our girls athletics got to step it up in general. It can't just be the softball team that's winning. It got to be other teams that the
volleyball team pretty good too.
The volleyball pretty good. They all right. They all right.
Yeah, they all right. They good looking, but they all right. They all right. We're gonna keep it a buck here.
Yeah. Keep it a stack now. Keep it a stack.
And I hope this baseball team can show me something, because Lord, you know I'm gonna talk about the baseball team and you gonna do that. Because the coach last year, he should have been out of there. So hopefully our new coach, he came from Cincinnati Reds organization. I hope they improve with the baseball season just now starting.
Yeah.
I want to see a major improvement in the baseball team.
But once again, it's always been a pleasure. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Tune in next Monday, 7 p.m. as we have another episode of Real Spill. Today's show is sponsored by EarthBlendCoffee.Global. See you next show.
Real Spill 601. Real Spill 601.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the WeBelieve.Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1,